Okay, so let's come up with a game plan here on how we would want this to work. We just skipped this whole area. We had one sprite and we had one dose, and then we didn't have, and we had a transplant theorist, and then we had the Ironclaw Crusher, the Rust Goliath, and the Cradle Clearwater. So, if you ask me, where we derailed was in not taking the mulligan. If we take the mulligan, we're in a much better plot. So that's what we're going to do, right? Still a piece of garbage. I have definitely gotten stuck on. I've definitely gotten stuck on these jump-in packets before, and the frustrating part about it is you don't adjust. Like you don't know how to move around some of the pieces in your deck so that your tools start to function better. It's not to say that like they don't know how to build a deck, but they clearly build some decks much stronger than other decks. And you're powerless on that circumstance. I don't think we make our choices based off of the strength of the deck. We look at it more as what would be the ideal rare for our set, because that's what we're here for. And we really do want that win. Uh-oh. We really do want the win because we are really trying to get that extra card out of it. Did you have fun in the match? Yeah, I had fun in the match. It was amazing. Yeah. Uh-oh. Stuck like glue. Alright. Font of Progress, Malcator's Watch, Epic Confrontation. It's game on. We got good mana. We got a little 1-drop to toss, a little 2-drop to toss, a little Epic Confrontation to sneak attack, and the mana to go along with each. So, we'll go like this, drop our 1-drop, say hello, wish them a good game. Alright, now we're going to throw this guy out there. I really need that Retrofitter, the Unctus Retrofitter right now. That card has a 3% chance of being my next draw, and if it is, it will turn my Malcator's Flying Vigilant Watch to a 4/4. It's just amazing. Okay, so in situations like this, you definitely do that, right? Just get out of here. We don't need it. You can have that life. I'll attack, just the free hit, and move on. No reason to use the tap land if we don't have to. Font of Progress at Battlefield 2. After 3 Marl X cards. Don't care about the mill situation. Might as well drop. All attack. Looking for a blue. Not that the Predation Steward's an overly freaky thing. Gives out a +2/+2 to a target creature. It wouldn't be the same creature because the 3 mana to accomplish this is going to tap the Predation Steward. So, if you don't know, your Predation Steward's who you want to cast second. You want your first player, like, let's pretend the first player was the Malcator's Watch, then the second player, instead of a Boulder Branch Golem, was a Predation Steward. They could immediately tap, toss it, rock it, and the +2/+2 makes its way over. Gonna mill somebody for 4 cards, and that makes sense. All land. Ooh, that's sad. Definitely have the land to return. Alright. I like it. If they decide to double block, I can do a 2-for-1 and get rid of the Steward and the Circle of Land, keep the Watcher, and move forward with my life. There's not much that can happen to the Watcher going over the top, and so the question is just 2 for 1 or no. The big draw for the Boulder Branch Golem is the life gain, right? That looks good. I could use the 3 mana right now, and I don't know why I would do it. Get out of that land. Resolve. Keeps the Predation Steward from moving forward with his +2/+2. We're still looking for 1 more blue. 1 more blue gets the 3/3 across the line to attack. 1 more blue allows me to pass the Quicksilver Fisher, which can be a card drawer. That was expensive, but he did it. He really likes that Geist. I want to get it. Pass. I think we're attacking again, unfortunately. I have no idea what this card's supposed to do. You know? Like, what the heck? I guess in the Jace mill deck? Like, if you got the Jace, you could add some extra free mill to the whole puzzle for 3. Okay. Huh. I could trade out for an ant. Quicksilver. Very difficult not to do that. Yeah, I should have attacked for 1. Just like the idea of having a... Nah, I should have attacked for 1. There was no reason not to. He can't seem to attack very well. But I'm going to have to go over the top on this thing. I think I can do both. Well, no, I can't. I need a bomb. Bramble Worm would be good. Ironclaw Crusher would be great. 7 mana gives me a 6 attacker. I would take a Gwenna, I would take an Unctus Retrofitter, or a Grand Meditech. Both of those are great. Not overly concerned about his Thrumming Bird, to be honest. He's got these ants and Druid Revivals, and just a ton of stuff up there. So, I think I'm dosing an ant, since it's the scariest thing, individual thing. I think I'm running the Quicksilver over the top and attacking with everything else. Dose an ant? Alright, Thrumming Bird trades with the Wash. Clear Cutter kills an ant. And the board looks a lot cleaner. Whoa! Okay. does everybody always have, like, the perfect thing just waiting for you to attack once? Kind of a pain in the ass. What does he get when things leave the graveyard? Alright, so we gotta get rid of our Frummingbird now, because the Geist is just a wee bit scary. Gonna end up taking 8 damage, losing one more guy. Don't care about that. Not going to attack with the Golem again. Hopefully throw the Quicksilver Fisher in Navy. Another body. It's like a Navy. Achoo! These giant standoffs are so long and boring and slow. Okay, and that's game. Unfortunately. Like, they give them so much removal, and I get, like, I've had 1 epic confrontation in 4 games. Like, so much removal. I have to face 3 and 4 of them, and they get, like, they don't have to face nothing. They just don't. They don't gotta do it. Don't gotta do it. Don't gotta do it. I don't gotta do it. I don't gotta do it. I wish I was lower to the ground with less freaking... No, free mulligan. Okay, maybe. Maybe. If it comes in tapped, I'll play the Mask of the Jadecrafter, which doesn't do anything. If it doesn't come in tapped, I will Unctros Retrofit and get it removed, because that's what happens. Let's find out. Woohoo! We're on the board! Well, that keeps me from doing much there. Be a 3/3. This is more powerful. There you go, buddy. Very sexy. Really? Nope. Oh, I didn't know that. Good game. Boy, when we can curve out correctly, what did I say? I said the Unctus Retrofitter is a great card. The Unctus Retrofitter with the Malcor will work together very well. I tried. Hey, fun. Affinity for equipment in a red-white or a red-blue deck. That can actually turn out to be pretty nice. Do we dare go for one more? I think we do, right? Last jump-in token, and here we go. Start with Vitality. I don't think I like Vitality. You do get the Soon's Intervention, which will give you 2 white knights, a non-land permanent card with value 3 or less in your hand, or the usual destroyers. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or gain life. Saboteurs are Trickster Fiend. I don't like that one either. This is Dragon Ventures, baby. We're back to the Dragon Ventures, and I feel happy about it. I hate to say that, but here we go. Urza? No. Educated? Yes. Triskaidekaphile. I like the card draw techniques, especially in blue. I don't like what's going on with the rest of that deck. This Triskaidekaphile sucks. When it enters the battlefield, you get to draw an extra card. That's what we just were going up against, and it just doesn't play out that much. Urzas are, if I recall, artifacts and Urza's Command or a Surge Engine. Both of those remarkably good. Squee is in the Stampede category, along with Shivian Devastator, though. So, Squee is an amazing red card. Urza's Command is a good card, but Urza's Power Prodigy is not. Neither is a 4-mana Enlist Trampler. Actually, that's hold on. And then the Dragon Ventures are going to also be big flying characters. These two decks just don't talk to each other. These two decks do. Not that that's where I'd like to make my choice, but Squee may be one of the easiest to use best cards in the current meta because of the red. Like, everybody's just going mono red right now. That I feel like a Shivian Devastator and a Squee are definitely getting used if I'm making anything close to a red deck. And Urza's Command requires a ton of things built up around it, and Educated is just way off the mark. So I'm going with Stampede. And we got a dragon. We got a dragon. We got a dragon whelp. We got a young. Oh, we got a Squee! That's what we wanted. We really, really like this card. It's haste. Whenever it attacks, you get to create a 1/1 red goblin token that's tapped and attacking. So it kind of reminds me of like Adeline in white, except for you get to cast Squee from your graveyard by paying 4 and exiling 4 other cards from your graveyard rather than paying its mana cost. Wait. Oh, so you still got to get rid of stuff in your graveyard, but boom, you can come back and you can go wide. An Enlister. Interesting. I actually like this one. I don't mind this one either. We needed lightning strike. That's good. Wow. Dragon's Fire with like this dragon. This dragon. This is a dragon. There's some 6 mana dragons. Pretty good. Bathing Gold seems weird. Return a target to its own hand is always good. No way, we did get the ink. That is. This is one of the, I don't have this card. I've never played with this card, and I've always wanted to play with this card. Ancient Copper Dragon states, whenever an Ancient Copper Dragon deals combat damage to a player, roll the d20 dice and create a number of treasure tokens equal to that result. At 6 mana, this thing gives you 60 mana, especially if you can haste it up. Add 1 mana of any color, and if that mana is spent on a dragon creature spell, it gains haste until the end of the turn. So, very, very important for us to get this artifact down around turn 3 or 4 or 5. If we do it on turn 3, on turn 5, we can actually cast our Ancient Copper Dragon, as long as our mana stays on time. That's incredible. Dragon Looter, draw a card, then discard a card. Always nice to kind of loot right through your stuff. When this one's kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2/+1 counters on it. And we are not kicking this thing, so essentially it's a 1 mana 1/1 that can get, for 3 more mana, just a +2. Nothing great. But Dragonfire is awesome. Let's go! Alright, so we've looked over our deck. We've got some good burn spells mixed into the deck. We've got some bounce and control-y elements to help us ramp. We have some artifacts that actually ramp us up, and then we've got just insane payoffs once the dragons are either in our hand, and we're revealing them when we throw the targets out, or when the dragons are hitting the deck, especially if they're hitting face, right? Ancient Copper Dragons in hand, a plan comes together. Dragonfire can deal ungodly amounts of damage. Let's get a 2-drop on the deck, get our 3-drop on the floor, and just continue to draw. We could even ramp if we absolutely had to. Just take the damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need 2 more mana. Yum, 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 yum. Dragonfire is cool. But otherwise... 1! Oh, we did get a green mana. We might be able to kick that. Hold on. Yeah. We are ramping to our Copper Dragon. Okay, so we currently have 4 mana. This will be our 5th mana, and this will be our 6th. because he's trying to get the scoop on me. What happens when they do? They get the +1? Can live with that. Just taking it. Why not? The ancient copper dragon is as good as advertised. I'm okay with trading dragons. Not sure you won that. Yeah, not happy about that. It's a weird block. I will take it. Would love to have drawn a removal spell, right? Like, just a removal spell. Amazing. Instead, I'm out here removing everything, and he's just getting a free attack with an endless series of perfectly spell-like gun flyers. Like, come on. Game, come on. Why another flyer? Like, when? When am I not dead to flowers? I'm not allowed to have one removal spell? Just one removal spell. Just one removal spell and this game is over. And I quit again. Because I can't draw anything that works with these decks sometimes. It really, really, really is frustrating. I can't, dude, I perfectly threw my bomb out, and then it was land, 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 land. I have 20 treasures. Why do I want a land and a land and a land? And I don't want those lands. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're giving it to you. More land for you. I have a bounce spell and a 7-mana character. A 1-mana character and a bounce spell. Bouncing whatever this is going to be not likely to be the right answer. Because it'll just definitely come right back out. And it's all the game. 1 damage. Ah. he's gonna have to go through a lot of cards. Go through a few burn spells. Create a treasure token. Be a big fat fatty. Four, five, six. Probably the 1/3 blockers, right? Like, fine with that. Okay, so we can do both, right? Seven. Should be able to cast the blue dragon next. Give it haste. Sneak in for 9. And I'm hoping that we don't end up with 3 more removal spells here. We've been doing our removal the hard way. That man loves that mace. Loves it. Loves it, I tell you. I kind of like it too. It's not bad. I don't know. I'm very curious. Should be doing it to the dragon. Yeah. Okay. Didn't quite get that done. Yes, sir. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. I think you do it. Ah, we did it! We got a victory! These are the letter A cards for alchemy. When the devoted Graph Keeper enters the battlefield, mill 4. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, tap a creature you don't control. All that's great. We just don't play alchemy, right? You can recast it for a disturbed cost. Super nice. What the real card is was an Ominous Roost. Whenever the Ominous Roost enters the battlefield, or whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, create a 1/1 blue bird with flying that can't be blocked. Can only block creatures with flying. Yeah. But it's not my favorite. I do like the confrontation. We're done with the Blightbelly Stalkers, which doesn't surprise me. And I don't mind the ramp over here as a better answer than maybe like the fungus, right? Thirsting Roots is okay. Venerated Rot Priest is really good in the Infectious Bite world. I like the Infectious Bite because they don't actually, like, each opponent gets a poison counter and they just deal combat damage. They don't actually fight. So it's better than the Epic Confrontation. The Mask of the Jadecrafter works really good with things like the Wormlet. Massive Might's a +2/+2 for 1. That's always really good. Audacity is a nice little spell that sticks around for a while. We don't have another safekeeping. Kind of a removal spell. It's like a remove your own creature for 2, and then get the third one out there. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Wolf Strike. Target creature you control gets +2, and then it deals damage. 5 mana with a ward 1. Comes in at 6/5. If it happens to turn tonight, goes into an 8/7. This meets so many bills. And things that, like the Tyrannox Atrocity, the Freelance Muscle, maybe, but I can live without that with the Burly Breaker instead. I just kind of like it in general. Like it's always been a good beatdown. Most Wanted, Flash, Enchant Creature, Enchant Creature. That when it dies, create 2 treasure tokens. Meh. Okay. Graveyard Synergy, 5/5, but 5/5 with growth. 6/5 that has Trample built in. You gotta like a 6/5 with Trample, right? Ah, there it is. Go away. I have 2 Halana and Elena's? Okay. Some things are changing here. I'll tell you what. I love Amiglos. I love Tovolar with 2. I love Arlen. I love Children of the Pack. And I love Halana. I don't mind these lands either. And I love that guy. So. Ooh. Paladin Predation is just expensive for what he is. It's amazing toxic finisher, but like we're not doing the toxic thing. So, this worm is good. 2 of those. That's the healing worm. Since we've got the healing worm, can live without that. I could get rid of those, and I could get rid of Audacity. I don't think these guys fit. They're too junky and slow. These guys are neat. I find it interesting that Steel Exemplar isn't uncommon. It does seem like we're down a bit. We've got 24 land. The Kunai. This is really good. A flash 1/1 with first strike is really good. This, not so much. But I kind of like all that. So what have we done? We've doubled our Gwenas. We've increased our creatures that have the toughness that we're looking for. So at 5, 7, 7, and 7. So if we can get 5 mana on the board and a Gwenna on the board, we got a Tyrannix Rex, a Brambleworm, a Boulder Branch Golem. All of these. Heal you 6, heal you 5, heal you... well, don't heal you, just finish the game. All that's good. Like the pups as a really fun little guy, the question is it worth mana dorking? I think this is fine. Woodsy artifact. Okay. Down to 2.9. That helps us justify this. It's not a full 2.9 because we're going to cast this more often than not on the bottom side of the equation there. Lots of 2-drops. 23 total creatures. Exactly kind of the way I like to build a deck. You know, removal, 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 and removal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 removal spells of some kind or another. Alright, so let's check out one more deck that we saw that we liked. And it was the multicolored wolf deck, right? Oh, sorry, Maze. I don't know. Maybe. Standard. So much better. Okay. Good standard cards. Wolves are good. Lightning strikes are good. Wolves are good. Oops. Too many wolves. Alright. I'm just throwing everything in here that looks usable. Alright, Snarling Wolves, Tail Swipes, Safekeeping, Wormlets. Maybe, although I don't see any reason why we would be. Kind of an interesting card, not really good for this. If you control 3 or more creatures, different powers, put +1 on a chosen creature you control, and then the chosen creatures fight each other. Okay, yeah, no. Good, good. Forex are good. Huh. One is good. Howl of the Hunt is good. Jewel Thief's good. Maze Mantle's good. maybe. I don't think we're going down that road. Wolf Strike, maybe. It's expensive. Ah, very nice. Go away. Just see if we missed any wolves. 4 mana. 3/4. A hasty 4/3 for 5. This is so expensive. I can't do it. All right. So these are our wolves. We have a planeswalker. We've got a legendary character. We've got a cool little mana dork on attack. We've got some self-pumping. If you control another wolf or werewolf, put a +1 counter on it. +1/+1 counters stay on. Right? So good. All right. So free from flesh. Yeah. Hex Gold Slash. Maybe. Too clunky and slow for what we're trying to do. Not the right creature. As much fun as it would be to be a squee guy, we're not going to be a squee guy. We're not going to be a viral spawning guy. And didn't I have more packs? Like there were more. We have a ton of 2-drops. We can't do all of this. We can focus less on the night day thing. We can focus less on the attacking piece. Volt Charge is pretty expensive for what it deals out. And Contagious Vorak is as good as it is. It's just a ramp spell. Can live with one less of those. Can definitely live without these wolf strikes. Alright, mana curve is starting to look better. Very creature heavy, 2.9, 24. We're all still clean on what we're trying to do. That's kind of cool looking. I don't think I ever got that.
I will protect the wild wasn't meant to be contained.
Fool's Gruel. Okay, so Children of the Pack is gone. Wish I had more of these. I think the Howling Moon is gone too. Huh. We're not protecting much. Take the Pain Land. 2 or more. I guess we'll do 2 slow lands too. What do you think? 2 slow, everything else fast. Split right now has a lot more green than red to it. They look pretty good. Okay. You know what's interesting? The comparison between, like, the wolves that I just made and the wolves that they made. Considering that there's not a lot of extra cards in the world, what did they choose to do that was different than what I chose to do? So, 2 tapped slow lands, 4 slow lands, 1, 2 or more, 6, 7 slow lands. So they went slow on lands. 1 Halana and Alana. 3 Children of the Pack, 1 Arlen. 1 Tovolar. Moonrager Slash. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it's night. Moonrager Slash deals 3 to any target. Oh. Well, aren't you guys smart? Target creature you control gets +X and gains first strike and trample until the end of the turn. Okay. I like that though. Let's go back to my deck. That's why, right? Moonrager's Slash. 3 mana can go down to 2 mana, or 1 mana if it's nighttime. And an unnatural moonrise means, like, a little easier to cast than we think. we sticking on the cover of this guy? Oh, it's him already. Yeah. Let's try it out. Normally, I would try out decks on the what's it called? The bots and the bot matches, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. Just do that. Do it, and just keep. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we got 2 drops. Packs on the pups. Howler on the pack comes in late. Not a creature, unfortunately. Yeah, let's slow in first. Keeping our eyes open. Pop songs don't flip, these flip, this flips. So, Moonrise would be better out in the back, right? Gala Greeters. It's rampant. I'd rather get Arlen out, like, fast. Especially against a ramping deck.
Run free.
Alright. This is pretty brutal. I mean, I can't block all of them, so I should block none of them, right?
Hunter becomes the hunted.
It's okay. Ah, damn. Alright. So we're threatening 16. Yeah, I see that. unfortunately. Well, definitely beat me. I needed removal in hand. I got to do some fun damage. But it's not enough. It's okay.
You just got a new deck. It's 2 colors, red and green. You can complete your next quest by trying it out. You might have to wait until tomorrow for your next quest though, so come back then.
If you say so. I think we're going to come back tomorrow. So, just to recap, we got through 5 different jump-in packs. We were able to use this to make the Wolves Gruul deck, which in and of itself is pretty powerful. The deck that we ran into, they had an Adeline. It's very difficult to fight an Adeline if you don't have this reach aspect when she gets to go flying on you. And there was, I don't think, a misplay on our end. I don't think there was anything we could have done different. I thought the deck performed just fine for a first shot. Being able to drop out 26 damage or 27 damage in no, it was only like 17 or 18, huh? 18 or damage, but I was threatening 27 because the other 8 banger here, the Spurly Breaker. This guy works really well with these guys. I really like this synergy, and I would have liked to have seen some of this synergy happen. I just never got there. Didn't see this. Paxson Pup, a little bit underwhelming, and definitely grew along the way, but didn't end up becoming the life gain that we were looking for. I still like it as a good way to sort of ramp up a character that's on the screen, so I'm going to keep it. I'm not gonna mess with it. And then Tyvar Stand over here, you know, could go down a couple of those guys in order to find some way to do more spot removal, right? Like, if we were able to do 5 damage to a creature or a planeswalker, we could have annihilated that thing. If we were able to do 3 damage twice to one of those, we could have annihilated that thing. If we were able to find an infectious bite at the time that we needed it to, we could have annihilated that thing. If we were able to find a wolf strike with these things pumping like 8/7s, we could have annihilated. Like, so we just didn't get our removal, and the answer to that would be more removal, right? Like, the answer to that is come down on this, come up on this. Don't have another Rebel Salvo, unfortunately, but we do have these. I think that's probably it. Would I rather have a Slash or a Wolf Strike? I think I'd take the Wolf Strike, because that's how these things become powerful removal pieces at the end of the game. So, there's the deck. 24. Is it the kind of deck that will take us up the ranked ladder? Yeah, I do think that it would be. People are kind of ready for all creature decks, and if you're looking at things like all creature decks, 23 creatures, I think there's 27 on our other one, you know you're going to be susceptible to things like, board wipes, right? So, there you go. All right. I think that's what I got for us today. It was a bit of a grindy kind of day, but I hope that works out.